What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now, Elimination Chamber is over, but you can be sure the ramifications of Saturday's PLE will be felt on Raw. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince McMahon involved in WrestleMania 39, a Colossal challenge for Brock Lesnar at Mania, WWE Hall of Fame headliner revealed, Where Was Trish, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now, as always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Ask Jey Uso. A Raw opened up with Sami Zayn interacting with the WWE Universe after his heartbreaking loss to Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. While Zayn said his storybook ending didn't happen, he reminded fans that the story never ends and it was time for a new chapter at WrestleMania to take down the bloodline with the help of Kevin Owens. KO answered Sami's call to join him in the ring and listened as Sami thanked Owens for rescuing him from a post-match beatdown in Montreal and apologizing for turning his back on him. However, KO reminds Sami of what he told him after Sami chose the bloodline over him at Survivor Series. He's done. If Sami wants help with taking down the bloodline, ask Jey Uso. Ouch. Number 2, Baron Corbin presses Sami's berserk button. Another person who wasn't impressed with Sami's promo was Baron Corbin, who ambushed Zayn after his in-ring promo. Corbin dished out a verbal volley after a hellacious physical attack, running down Zayn for failing to beat Reigns and reminding the WWE Universe that he was the last person to pin Roman. Corbin went a bit too far though when he insulted Zayn's family, leading to a wary Sami fighting for his honor. The segment served two purposes well, reminding fans of what a schmuck Corbin is and giving Sami a win to take away from the sting of his loss to Roman. Number 3, a clever counter. Last night's Ziggler vs Mustafa Ali match wasn't a showstopper, but it featured a terrific spot where Mustafa avoided defeat, shocking Ziggler and the WWE Universe. Dolph went for the famous serve, but Ali cleverly avoided the hold, hitting a crucifix pin to score the 1-2-3. Number 4, tune in next week. Now, as usual, the WWE provided some incentives for fans to tune into next week's show as well as Friday's SmackDown. The WWE had an interesting tease with the mystery of Maurice's gift to The Miz, while Dominic Mysterio said he's going to join Rhea Ripley on SmackDown this Friday to say hello to his deadbeat dad. Number 5, Paul Heyman talks Cody out of the Undisputed Championship. Last night's Raw featured another example of Paul Heyman's gift of the gab, not only because Heyman knows how to cut a promo, but because he knows how to incorporate psychological warfare into them. Here, Heyman tried to hustle Cody out of winning the Undisputed Championship, telling Cody that even if he wins the title, which he won't, he can't handle the arduous challenges of the road, personal appearances, and leaving his wife alone. Heyman didn't imply Roman would keep Mrs. Rhodes warm. No, Roman is a happily married man, but he's not married. Another example of the lengths Heyman will go to in order to unnerve Roman's opponents. Fortunately, Cody Rhodes wasn't going to play doormat to Heyman, and he responded by saying Roman's the best champion anywhere. Nonetheless, he's going to come face to face sometime soon, and at WrestleMania he's going to end his story by defeating him. And finally, setting the pieces on the board. WrestleMania 39 is less than 6 weeks away, and the WWE wasted no time using last night's Raw to set some of the playing pieces on the table for Mania. This included Seth Rollins vs Logan Paul, Asuka vs Bianca Belair, and Brock Lesnar vs Bobby Lashley, or another opponent depending on who you believe. More on that in the news. But that was the good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Suffering Succotash. No, we're not talking about Reigns' infamous Suffering Succotash promo from the years back, but Seth freaking Rollins' awful backstage promo last night, where he sounded like an amped up version of the classic Looney Tunes character Sylvester the Cat. He even looked apart with his fur coat. Rollins' over-the-top promos are usually enjoyable, but last night they crossed entertainment into self-parody. Number 2, Enough is Enough. Speaking of suffering Seth Rollins, Monday Night Rollins was determined to send Logan Paul a message by taking his frustrations out on The Miz, the man who made the mistake of claiming credit for turning Paul into the superstar he is. Seth vs Miz was the marvelous match fans expected, but it went sideways when the referee tried to stop Rollins from delivering a third stomp to The Miz. Was it unnecessary? Well, of course, but as long as a superstar can compete, referees shouldn't be getting in a wrestler's way. Even Corey Graves gave in to this ridiculous logic, saying enough is enough. The referee did stop the match after a third curb stomp sent The Miz into a coma, and that's precisely what the referee's job should be. There was nothing downright ugly about last night's show, and if last night's Raw is any sign of future shows, the road to WrestleMania is going to be a wild and enjoyable thrill ride. What you guys think of the red band last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now first story looks at Vince involved in WrestleMania. The top of today's news is Vince McMahon involved creatively with WrestleMania. The WWE recently tweeted an amusing movie trailer style hype video for WrestleMania, including movie posters featuring various WWE stars. And one point of interest was the credits on a poster, credits which listed directed by Vince McMahon. Now fans are wondering what kind of role Mr. McMahon will play at this year's Showcase of the Immortals. It's hard to say at this point, but as Ringside News pointed out, McMahon had input on Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn's storyline. How much is unknown, but let's hope it's minimal so Triple H can do his job. Next up, WWE Hall of Famer headliner revealed. It looks like the WWE Universe may finally see Dave Bautista get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year. According to Wrestling News' Patreon account, Big Dave will headline this year's inductions. You may recall that the Animal was announced as a member of the 2020 Hall of Fame class, a class which was postponed due to the pandemic. Bautista was subsequently announced for the 2021 induction ceremony, which would induct both the 2020 and 2021 classes. However, Bautista requested his name be taken off the list as he wanted to appear in front of fans when his schedule permitted it. Dave recently commented that 2023 was looking to be the year he'd be able to show up. Are you guys happy with that? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Cody Rhodes apologizes to the WWE Universe. Why is Rhodes apologizing to the universe? Well, the American Nightmare recently tweeted this after his promo was interrupted by Paul Heyman. Sorry the mic time got cut short and apologies for losing my temper a bit, but more importantly, Ottawa, I wasn't sure you'd be interested in the merch for the American Nightmare. Boy, I was wrong. Thank you very much, and next time hopefully I'll be in action. Wonderful night. While WrestleMania will be here soon, which is less than 6 weeks away, the WWE is wisely taking its time before Cody Rhodes meets face to face with undisputed champion Roman Reigns. Next up, where was Trish Stratus? Fans tuning into Raw saw Lita and Becky Lynch challenge Damage Control's Dakota Kai and Io Sky for the Women's Tag Team Championship, but rumor has it that Trish Stratus was supposed to be there as well. As we previously noted, there's talk of Trish teaming up with Lita and Becky to take on Bayley and the rest of Damage Control at WrestleMania. However, Fightful Select reports that while Trish was at Raw, the WWE changed its creative plans at the last minute. Next up, a Colossal challenge issued to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar may have jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire as he barely escaped tapping out to Bobby Lashley at the Elimination Chamber. He now faces an even bigger or at least taller challenge. MVP appeared on Raw calling Lesnar a coward for low-blowing Lashley to escape the Hurt Lock, then telling Lesnar that Omos is challenging him to a match. MVP told Lesnar he and the Nigerian Giant would be at next week's Raw to make the Mania match if Lesnar has the intestinal fortitude. WrestleTalk reports that some fans are upset with the prospect of Lesnar vs Omos at Mania. However, these fans may not have anything to worry about. At the risk of sounding like a jaded wrestling fan, we can't help but wonder whether this is a setup to have Lashley take out Lesnar with Omos' help and reunite the Hurt Business in the process. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, from triumph to tragedy. Raw should have been a triumphant night for Edge, as the Rated R superstar seemed ready to piggyback off the success of his and Beth Phoenix's win at Elimination Chamber to capture the US title from Austin Theory. Indeed, going into the match, the odds were that Edge hadn't been pinned in over 500 days. His Extreme Rules I Quit match loss technically wasn't a pinfall loss. However, the odds and Finn Balor caught up with him, leading to Austin Theory robbing Edge of a chance at his first WWE title in years and wiping out an impressive streak. And finally, is the Demon returning at WrestleMania? Last but not least, the WWE made it clear on Raw that Finn Balor's vendetta with Edge isn't over yet. Now the rumours of Finn facing Edge at WrestleMania appear to be true, but what about the other rumours? For example, will the two battle in a Hell in a Cell match? Furthermore, will Balor adopt his Demon persona to tip the odds in his favour? These questions are nothing new, as there were rumours of the Demon vs Edge at the Royal Rumble, a match which didn't happen, possibly due to Edge being unable to appear on WWE television to promote it as he was busy in Hollywood at the time. There is some talk that WWE doesn't feel the Demon is a good fit with the Judgment Day, but we wouldn't read too much into that, because WrestleMania is all about the spectacle. And what better spectacle than the Demon? Would you guys like to see the Demon return? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.